US dollar per troy ounce. And then for this week, it's still in the range trade for the level of 1,620 to 1,680. And then we will see until it can break either side, because if you have a look back for a couple of 4 to 5 weeks, it has been on the range trade for 4 to 5 weeks already. So it's wait until it can break either side, and then we will see better clear directions of the gold price.
The range, the gap is quite wide. What are the reasons?
The reason is still measures for the investor, for speculators. So as you can recognize, there, for the past 3 or 4 weeks, there is a certain drop to the level 1,612, but then there is a big demand to buy back for the gold. That's why it's pull back and then jump up to the level 1,650. So for this week also it's still in the range, but then we still believe that every time when there's a drop in the gold price, then there will be a demand to jump into the market for buying the gold price, especially for those hedge funds like the ETF, SPDRs by the gold. That is one of the major buyers for the gold price on every time it is a dip.
I see, Kuntipa. And what about the EU's sustained condition right now? How is that going to affect gold sentiment for the rest of the week?
Yeah, for the EU, we still have to focus on the stand for right now, and then for that effect, we'll have a short-term effect on the gold price. So every time when the euro drops, then the gold price will drop at the same time also. However, but then if we look in terms of the medium term or long term, so when there's a crisis in Europe side, then there will be more demand for the gold in terms of safe haven. So this will affect the gold price in terms of the long terms, that it will support the increasing of the gold price. However, in the short terms, gold still follow euro as the correlation is very high right now at the level of 0.8 out of 1. So every time when there is a drop in euro, then the gold price will drop also.
I see.
Okay, what's your view on the local trading? What has happened in the Thai market?
In Thai market right now, there's a high numbers of investors that interested in gold. If we look only in ourselves, in our company, for this first quarter, there is a big demand for the gold price. We think that it's increasing from last year almost 40%. So it shows that the more that the fluctuation of the gold price, then there will be more demand for investors to jump into this market, because this year the gold price has been increased of 15% and dropped to 10% or something. So overall, it's still in the rebound range.
So very shortly, can you sum up for us how investors should strategize towards the end of the April?
For the April this year, so have to separate investor into like the short-term investor and long-term investor. For those short-term investor, I recommend them to follow the gold price into range trade. So for overall for this week, it will be like 1620 to 1680. So they should buy on dips and then sell at the level of 1670 or 1680. However, for those long-term and medium-term investor, then I believe that at the level of 1,600 should be a good level for them to collect the gold. And then for overall for this quarter, we believe that the high of this quarter will be the level of 1,800 US dollar per troy ounce.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Kuntipa, for your share of information for this week.
Thank you.
Thank you
for joining us.
Bye-bye. Now let's move on to the story of Spain.